Tuesday. Why do I keep saying Wednesday? It's Tuesday morning.
That's
Little
2 weeks in a
overcast
row.
skies, but doesn't mean they're going to stop from working anywhere. With the road reports, we like to get the update. What's going on with the Iowa DOT with Pete Helmstead? How are you, Pete?
Doing well, Jay. How are you?
Are you there? Yeah, there.
I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, I just got to hit the right buttons.
Ah.
I'm so excited we get to talk to Pete. I forgot to push a couple of buttons.
My end's easy. I just log on and talk.
Yeah, exactly. What's been going on? Let's just get the business out of the way first and find out what's happening with all of the road reports out there and what projects are getting wrapping up or even getting started or continue or a little bit behind or whatever it is.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of paving going on in Mason City, which is always exciting. Iowa 122 between Pierce and Monroe hopefully will be paved up to Fillmore this week. So again, it's always it's a good sign when you start seeing the mainline paving going down, because then that also means most of the underground work is taken care of, which is very, very time consuming. Speaking of which, on US 65, first of all, last week, as we talked about, we did open that up from 19th Street to just past 24th Street. So you can get a little further south right now. All the underground work is done on that project, and should be seeing some paving done there as well in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully the main line paving itself will be done in about 2 weeks. And then again, there's still a lot of work as far as curb and gutter and sidewalk and sodding and signal lights and traffic lights. I guess there's no signal lights down there, but there's more traffic lights. So, but anyway, like I said, you get the main line paving done. It's fun to see that part of the project. I-35 going to see some microsurfacing up north. That project is just south of where we did the asphalt resurfacing by the casino. Hopefully you'll see the microsurfacing going down next week. I-35 reconstruction around Sheffield. We're hoping to get out of head-to-head right around Labor Day. There will still be an inside lane closure for a little bit, but traffic will be moving on either side of the interstate, and the on and off ramp for northbound traffic at Sheffield will also be opening up again, hopefully right around Labor Day with that one. The resurfacing project over in Charles City on Business US 218, Highway 18. We will be doing the final grooving and paint either this week or next week. That asphalt had to cure for a little bit before we could come in and groove it and put down the paint markings. And then the bridge over I-35 at the Birchinell exit, as we mentioned, we switched traffic last week and they're making good progress. Hopefully that one will be open by mid to late September. And then on Iowa 9 from 218 over to Riceville, they are working on the intermediate lift, which is the second layer of 3 layers of asphalt. They should hopefully have that done in a couple days. Then they will start on the final lift, which is called the surface layer or the surface lift of asphalt. And that should take a couple of weeks to get that paving done. But then they still got a lot of the shoulder work and guardrail work in that. But the main paving will hopefully be done in about 2 to 3 weeks.
That's it?
That's it. Nothing else. Pretty boring.
Oh boy. Well, that's good, and everything's been going good. The weather's been cooperating with you really well, so that's good too.
Yeah, the rain, was it a week or so ago? Last week we had the rain that that slowed things down a little bit on a couple of the projects, especially the paving project up at Highway 9. That slowed us down a little bit, but yeah, it's been good so far this week, and the forecast looks pretty favorable. So hopefully we can make a lot of ground over the next couple of weeks.
No, that's good. That's good. So, so that's your DOT update.
Right? Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And just want to throw out again with the kids going back to school and everything to be aware of extra traffic, especially around the schools. And I always throw out too with the young kids going back to school and a lot of them getting to see their friends, for the first time all summer and being excited. And unfortunately, when they're excited, looking both ways doesn't always come into play, even though they've got crossing guards who are helping out, which is amazing. But just be aware of all the extra traffic around the schools and the kids. And let everybody get to school safely and enjoy their time back in the classroom.
Yeah, there's already a countdown going on when school gets out.
Yeah. It's funny, I actually talked to a couple of my friends' kids a couple weeks ago, and they were young. They're elementary school age, but they were so excited to get back to school. So
Yeah.
there is a different, there seems to be, I'm not quite sure where you make that pivot from, "Oh, I can't wait for school to start," to, "Oh, I can't believe school's starting."
Right. Parents are going, thank goodness it's finally here.
Right, exactly.
Well, the kid, they got a thing with the busing with like Newman has got, and I only know that because Newman's, my neighborhood is like a Newman, everybody,
It's a cult.
it's on a cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got teachers, you got kids, and the kids rode the bus home, and so they all they can't walk, and well, they can walk, but they just drop them off at the school bus, and they all got off the school bus together. And then I guess the parents were there and said that the kids' faces were just all smiles. And we said, because they thought it was cool to ride the bus. They never rode the bus before.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. So, yeah, give them 2 weeks. They'll get tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember getting on the bus at a little after 7 o'clock in the morning to get to school at 8:30.
Yeah, it was always the worst to get picked up first. That's what happened. They'd go way out in the country out to Duncan, pick us all up, and then we'd have to ride the whole entire way to school. It's like, oh, it was good if you didn't study for a test.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little extra study time in there. But
So you were able to study when all your friends were getting on the bus and you were able to ignore them and just study?
well, no, not really.
Yeah,
That
there's a few loopholes in that story, Jay.
yeah, there was always the intention. I'll study on the bus.
There you go.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those days are long gone. I remember we thought it was so cool. Our bus driver, he put a CB radio in his bus. So when he would get a couple miles away, he would call people on the CB radio and let them know that they were close.
Oh,
So
really?
that was we were pretty high tech then on the CB radio.
Some kids are going, "What's a CB radio?
Exactly.
A walkie-talkie? Nope, no idea." Huh?
Yep. Nope. Those days are way gone.
They we in the wintertime we're always wishing that we'd hope that we went in the ditch so we're late for school.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Again, some loopholes in that story that you guys aren't thinking about.
Oh, we didn't know where to get hurt or nothing, but we just want to slide into the, because some of those driveways we got to turn into and then back out. The bus driver, sometimes you couldn't see it. And so, whoops, we'd slide right in the ditch.
Yeah.
Oh, darn, we're going to be late for school.
Oh, yes. All kinds of different priorities at that age.
And do you remember your bus driver's name?
I remember one of them was Irene. She drove for several years.
Irene did?
Yep.
How
Yeah.
old was she? Like 70 at the time she was driving or what?
Well, she seemed like it, but she was probably like in her 30s. When you're like 8 or 9 or 12 or whatever, they seem a lot older.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of the other guy who put in the CB radio stuff. I want to say Gene. I think it was Gene.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of kids probably on a school bus right now, the bus drivers are listening.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But ignore the comment about getting stuck and being late for school.
Yeah. It's probably not high on their checklist
Right.
of not to do.
You're right. I'm sure you drive just fine. Yeah, Bill Young was mine driver. It was a long time ago, but he's since passed. But I mean, when you're younger, when you get in trouble, you think he's a jerk.
Right.
Otherwise, he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my dad drove school bus for, I can't remember how many years. It was kind of a part-time retirement gig, and I think it was the favorite job he ever had. He just loved it.
Yeah.
He would, it was between two schools that's about 10, 12 miles away, and these little kids would invite him to their little Christmas concerts or whatever, and he'd show up at their concerts, and they just thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and Dad just loved that. He talked about that all the time.
Well, yeah, I think kids though today, honestly, are like a little different than you and I were growing up.
Yeah, probably. I guess I don't have kids, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be judgmental, but well, everything's different, Jay. Everything's changed. So
And
yeah, they probably are a little bit different, but there's good and bad in that.
oh yeah, I mean, you always think it's it'd be cool, so cool to ride the school bus. You know, you had town kids that would come out in the country, spend the night or whatever, and weekend, and then go to school on Monday. Man, that's so fun. You don't do it every day.
Right.
Bouncing around, getting adjusted by a chiropractor is what you got to do to ride in the bus.
I think the buses are probably a little more comfortable now than they were
Oh, probably.
45 years ago.
That's a lot for me, Pete.
Yeah, well, it's actually it was at least 45 because
Oh
I'm
yeah.
59, so
Oh yeah.
I got my license like 2 days after I finished 8th grade, so I had my full license at 14, and then I was driving to school, so
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah.
When you get to promote it up to driving yourself to school.
And then you had to drive your younger siblings to school, and
Yeah,
I had one who was habitually late.
yeah, that's the downfall. You got to take your mother to school now. What? No, my school permit allows me to go from here to here. I can't drop him off.
Yeah, well,
Well,
we
when you
didn't have school permits at that time. I was a fully licensed driver
at 14.
at 14.
Wow,
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I was driving to school at 14 as well, but with a school permit.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it was okay for me to drop my brother off and go off track or off route, but it wasn't okay for me to, go to basketball practice or go get a Snicker bar after school. You get that pulled. They'll pull that from you. You won't be able to drive anymore till you're 16 or 18 or whatever it was. So,
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm not up on the school permits because I never had to deal with a school permit. So
that's
it was
because
kind of funny when when I was doing my driving portion of the test. My dad was there waiting for me, and there was another dad and his kid there, and that dad asked my dad how long I've been driving, and my dad goes, about 8 years.
far,
The guy looked at him and goes, farmer, huh?
we didn't. Well, this is back when they had school. Now they got don't they have? Did the schools even do it anymore? Have a driver's ed teacher or anything?
I don't know if many do. There's a lot of the companies. I know there were a couple schools that did. There was one school that I spoke at, well, every couple times every year, but that teacher retired just this summer, I believe. So they're going to be going to privatized driver's ed as well. So yeah, I don't know how many schools do it anymore.
Yeah. You remember your driver's ed teacher?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name or her name?
His name was Dave.
Dave. Yeah.
Yep.
Mine is Larry.
Yep.
Cool teacher, Mr. Eenhouse.
Gotcha.
We did. So it's amazing I even got my driver's license.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way, Jay.
So I thought, well, I'm not driving much. Well, because I was a farm kid too, so they knew, I've been driving tractors and trucks in the field, and a little rougher in the field driving a pickup truck than it is on the highway. So I can control it pretty good that way.
Yeah, a little bit different circumstances.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? You can always remember your certain teachers.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's a good example of the impression they leave.
So I was just going to say, I mean, it's amazing what an impact the teachers that you do make, even today.
Yep. No, there's no doubt. That's a pretty important role.
Yeah. We had Mr. Football coach, Mr. Schumacher. Man, I'll remember what we had a reunion recently. Man, we were talking stories about teachers and all that good stuff. But man, you could always hear Mr. Schumacher. I mean, you can hear him miles away on the football field, especially when you played something wrong.
Yeah, then that voice seems to stick out pretty quickly.
Oh man, holy cow! we used to get some good jokes and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was always a lot of fun.
Cool.
Too.
Yeah, good memories.
Oh man, those are I wouldn't do it again, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Here we are talking about this 30 years later.
Yeah,
well,
30, good one.
at least 30.
Yes.
Yeah. There we
You're a
go.
little light on the 30 there.
It was, and it's amazing when you see the teachers now these days. It's like they haven't changed. Some haven't even aged.
Yeah, that's good. They're doing something right.
Well, yeah. And it's he's Mr. Haig used to be our PE teacher, and he's a basketball coach, assistant football, or was, I don't know what he was in football. He was just on the sideline. But
He's probably watching after you. Don't let him do what we think he might do.
exactly. I'm gonna Brett Favre it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hey, kids back to school, be careful. We used to have mopeds. Now they got these e-bikes and all that. The kids are zipping around at younger ages.
Yep.
They don't need a license for that kind of stuff, apparently.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, so just watch out for them because they're zipping around everywhere. So
Yep. Yeah, they definitely are. And like we said, the excitement is high, and just gotta be aware.
yeah, and that'll go away after about 3 weeks of school. So
Yeah, probably.
give it time. But
First time they have to do homework and miss watching their TV show or playing video games or whatever.
exactly. You got your homework done yet? No. Get it done now. You wouldn't want to live in my household growing
Oh
up.
yeah.
Actually, I was pretty lenient because boy would always ask about math. I'd be like, man, like in 5th grade math, I'm going, well, here's how you do it. And then he goes, no, that's not how you do it, Dad. I go, that's the answer. No, we got to do it this way. And they'd write out, they got to put they use a page for 2 questions on how to do math.
Okay.
It's crazy. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. No, my sister taught 4th grade for many years. She's a title teacher now, but she was talking about the different steps and everything that they do. And yeah, it's a different approach. Like we said, things change.
Why do they do that?
They didn't ask me, Jay.
I mean, it's a 148 over, plus like 38. What does that come out to be? That's easy. But no, you got to write it all out.
Yeah.
And like, oh, what? Just do this, this, this. That's not how you do it, Dad. Okay, then you do it. And then you got to go back and read the whole chapter before on some other questions you got to fill out on a worksheet. That was so I was doing the homework of 5th graders.
So your 5th grader got exactly what he was hoping for.
No, I told you, go in early to ask your teacher. I have
Yeah.
That's how it is, Pete, when you got kids.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to watch your favorite TV show at night.
Yeah.
So parents, beware. Yeah, you're going to have to go into that. So anyway, Pete, it was great to catch up with you. Maybe Pete could have a daycare and help out with students if you want to do like a student teacher type thing. That'd be type. Is that what you call them? They help them?
I haven't been in high school in a long time, Jay, and I don't have kids. So teacher's aide, student teacher, paras.
Yeah. If you have a question, apparently don't ask Pete and I.
Nope.
We've been on the system a long time.
That's exactly right.
All right, Pete. But you're good at the old road construction. Tell us what's up with that.
That's my goal.
That's your goal. There you go.
Yes.
All right, Pete. Have yourself a wonderful week. We'll talk to you again next week. All right.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks, Jay.
That's the good stuff.
Well, there's a